Hey bud, how's it going? We started rewatching the Pitch Perfect series because I wanted something that would help me feel good, and Pitch Perfect has great vibes. And so far, that has been true. First one was just as good as I remembered. I'm really happy to be continuing this series. If you're new here though, my name is Sam, and I'm your movie bud. Well, even from this intro, I can tell that's Liz and John, and there they are.
First all-female group to win a national title, forming for the president on his birthday.
What an inspiration.
Oh, this is that one. Hey, it's Barack and Michelle.
They say you're free when we're having the
Yeah, and we've got new members now too, right? How many years has it actually been since the previous one? Is it just like 1 year in this movie?
Here's Becca Mitchell, leader of the group.
Sequins and sparkles, oh my.
I don't love these outfits just as much, but I'm not a big fan of sequins, so I guess there's that. You know, as much as it actually does sound nice that they have, I think it's Chloe adding the bass in this, I kind of would have honestly liked it if they just didn't have bass and they won without it.
Oh, another surprise!
Overweight girl dangling from the ceiling. Who hasn't had that dream?
What? What is he talking about? I say I would feel so sketched hanging in that thing that Amy's in. It's like a sheet, I guess. Oh, so sketchy. Whoa, God.
There is a commando situation on stage.
Arnold would be proud. No one loves that. No one loves Commando more than Arnold, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you're not sure what I'm referencing.
Not the front. Nobody wants to see the front.
Oh, no.
And the thing that gets me the most about this scene is just that she's sketchily hanging from the ceiling like that, you know?
Fat Amy gave the president a birthday gift from Down Under. In case you're wondering what I mean by Down Under, Chip, I'm talking about her.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was wondering.
Deeply sorry for the upset that I have caused. Already received punishment enough in the form of silk burn.
I agree, Amy.
Example of cultural decay due to loose morals.
And this whole intro is like, have none of these people ever seen a vagina before? Like, is it that scandalous?
It was a mistake. They're not going to burn us for witchcraft. But the National Acapella Association is in there talking to the dean about us.
We've won 3 championships. Whatever happens in there, we're going to be fine.
Oh, there you go. If it's been 3 championships, you've got to assume this is year 3.
Drag the good name of Arden University into the gutter.
My God.
Your little southern exposure in front of our commander-in-chief damaged the entire institution of a cappella. Funding is drying up. Sponsors are pulling out.
This is just one of those things, kind of bugs me, not as an intro or like in terms of the enjoyment of the movie or the story or anything like that. Not at all. It's kind of funny. But just the way that everyone here is acting like it's a scandal. I can imagine it'd be like embarrassing, you know? It's one of those things you're like, oh shit, damn, I guess that happens. But it's dragging their good names through the mud. I mean, I can't even remember. Was he talking about the Acapella Association? No one's name should be dragged through the mud for this. It's one of those things that's like, again, a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, maybe for Amy specifically, she'd be like, oh, I didn't want that. But then I guess that's up to her personally, how much she does or doesn't care about, you know, that crowd seeing her vagina. But it shouldn't be a scandal. You know?
Bellas are hereby suspended from competing at the collegiate level. Terms of your suspension are laid out in this document.
They're being suspended for this?
Who's going to sing the national anthem?
You're being replaced by the European champions.
And you can't hold any auditions. We don't need your ranks to grow like a fungus.
My God.
But the truth is, you're just women, and you'll all be pregnant soon.
Fucking Gail, Liz Banks, just be like, nah, that's not the problem, man.
My only daughter leaving the nest.
You'll take away the biggest.
You want me to stop or I could keep singing?
No, I don't know.
We're just got to show that they're singers. It's a singing family. I guess it doesn't prove that Haley Steinfeld's character is a singer, but we know that, so.
Don't be afraid to express yourself.
I'm just going to write my songs and join an a cappella group.
The Bellas.
Best days of your life, and I can't wait to be one.
I'm glad that she's psyched to follow in her mom's footsteps here.
There's nothing in here that strips us of our national title. Then we are automatically invited to represent America at the World Championships this spring.
Mm-hmm. Can't take that away.
We can't stop you from going to the Worlds.
What if we win it?
What if you win it? How do you fit such big dreams in such a small body?
After they won 3 national championships, they have no chance of winning the world's.
What if you win it?
Yeah, if we win, will you reinstate us?
No American team has ever won.
That's because they hate us.
The whole world.
Oh, right. Of course. That. Forgot about that part.
Welcome to Barden University! Pride and joy of Barden University, the Troublemakers!
And how do you fuck that up? Seems kind of obvious that it would be the Troublemakers. I mean...
Hey, yo, Trebles! Something too hard than a lollipop. All that's gonna get you down.
I still have no idea what this song is. Is it really old? Or does it just sound old?
Said love's gonna get you.
I'm pretty sure they did film like another song as part of the same performance for this movie, right? I think it was a Bruno Mars song. I can't remember. Kind of feel like they should have included that other song. Not to diss this one, because it's a fun performance, but I have no idea what it is. And it definitely feels very 1950s, which, gotta be honest with you guys, not my favorite decade, but like anything in pop culture, music, movies, shows, whatever. Maybe it is because it's just like so far away, but still, I feel like the Bruno Mars song would have been a better inclusion in the movie.
So if we don't win the world, then what are we? A bunch of girls that hang out? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, for real though, what is wrong with that? Everyone should have a group of friends, right?
No, I can start Monday. I would be stoked. Sorry, I don't say stoked. I don't say stuff like that.
Not that big of a deal. Stop being embarrassed about your word choices.
I want 100% commitment and laser focus.
I will see you Monday.
Man, the juxtaposition between Chloe wanting focus and Becca just not being involved. Rough stuff.
You like acapella?
I've got my heart set on being a Bella. Very top of all my dream boards.
Really? You got nothing else that you're interested in?
I just have to say, you are so spirited. I just want to put you in a box and saw you in half.
That's a weird sentence, man.
Explain yourself. I'll be honest, I completely blacked out. How'd I do, man?
Without the context, it's definitely not great. With context, it helps a little bit, for sure.
We need to scout those Deutsch bags.
Yes.
But how good can they be? Germany hasn't produced a good singer since David Hasselhoff.
Oh man, the hassle. I refuse to call him the Hoff. So.
Any first date jitters?
No, I'm just gonna be moody and distant. Artists love that.
Dude, why do I feel so guilty?
You should not feel guilty at all about taking your shot.
Yeah.
Go.
All right.
I think that Becca going to take this internship and try to get this job and, start to have a career in music production is not at all something that she should feel guilty about. However, I think the reason she feels guilty is that she hasn't told the girls and she knows that they're relying on her. And realistically, if she just told them, they'd probably get it. It's the not telling people stuff, the hiding things that, people tend to get upset about. So obviously that's an issue here. Man, it sucks being thrown into a position like this where literally no one tells you what to do. And it's not what the job is, it's just that when people expect you to know certain things. I mean, I know they're just coffee makers, but not everyone's used one before.
Okay, everybody huddle up. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Keegan. But yeah, I've yet to see Keegan in something where I didn't like him. I've liked him in literally everything I've seen him in, so.
That, Dex with the tech guy. Did you call the tech guy? I just need everything here to work too.
You want me to call him now?
Don't do it now.
Yeah, you really should have taken care of this earlier, man.
That is the legendary Snoop D-O-double-G, White Christmas at a tree lighting ceremony. Now he wants to drop his own cool Christmas album.
Yeah, everybody's gotta drop a Christmas album, right?
He has decided to hire me to produce it. There are over 1 million Christmas albums with the same 10 damn songs on them.
That's true.
Come up with ideas on how to make this one stand out. Fire when ready. I want to hear ideas.
I'm absolutely amazed that tons of people still release Christmas albums and they still apparently make money. And to be clear, when I say still, I literally have no idea if people are still doing that right now in 2025. I mean, still up to the present time of this movie, which was, I don't know, it was 2014? Whatever. You guys can tell me in the comments when this movie came out, but even just the idea that like tons of artists have put out Christmas albums and that continues to sell well, it just kind of blows my mind. Like, isn't a few Christmas albums in general enough?
My time is like a toddler in a tiara, okay? Precious and short. I need really great ideas.
Oh, that's great.
just came from auditions. You guys weren't there.
No, can't help you. We're not allowed to take anyone else new.
Yes, however...
I'm Emily. Junk. I know it's weird. It's my mom's last name. My dad's last name is Hard-On.
Are you joking? I feel like she's joking about the dad's name.
My mom was a Bella.
Your mother is Catherine Junk, top bitch at the 1981 Bellas. And word is she has a 5-octave vocal range.
That is crazy.
Still does. You do not want to hear that woman doing it with my dad.
For the record, guys, if you don't know, it's actually really rare to have a 5-octave vocal range. I have like 3, roughly, and it starts kind of low and goes kind of high. In order for you to have a 5-octave vocal range, you either need to have both the bass and the soprano notes, or quite often people will have, like, they'll include whistle register in that 5 octaves. So I think Ariana Grande and Mariah Carey both have that, like, whistle register, which takes them up into that, like, 5-ish area. 5 octaves is kind of crazy. However, it's also not super useful. You really don't need 5 octaves for the majority of singing. Like 2 to 3 will get you by pretty solid. So, you know, I guess take it with a grain of salt. Still impressive though.
If a legacy wants to audition, we have to let her. Show us what you got.
Right now.
Yep. When else?
I'd like to perform an original song that I've been working on. I'm not quite finished with it though, so let's not be dicks about it.
I don't know. If you're not finished with it, you know, maybe don't.
When tomorrow comes, when tomorrow comes.
Yeah, I guess to be fair, like, you don't have to be finished to be able to just show off your singing, right?
Well, no, that one I'm still kind of tinkering with, that verse.
It's cool, they're not here for the words. They're here for your singing ability.
Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight, getting me through the night.
I love that she gets so into it.
Light.
Gotta show off some of that instrumentation in between the vocal.
She's pretty good. Can we take her?
What do you expect us to say? She's standing right there. Definitely not a soloist.
Honestly, I don't know why she couldn't be doing solos.
We need new blood.
I don't think we should decide anything without Beck.
Okay, let's take a vote on it. Anyone who wants her in, sing G sharp. Anyone who doesn't, sing an E flat.
Okay.
Wait a minute. G sharp and A flat, that's the same note. I didn't even notice that before. G sharp and A flat only count as different notes on music notation when you're trying to write out specific keys, but in practicality, it's the same. It's the same sound at the very least. It's like saying heads I win, tails you lose. In both cases, it's the same outcome.
Welcome to the Bella! So when does initiation start? Make yourself a Rubik's Cube while sucking vodka from a maxi pad. That's what my mom said happened.
We don't exactly have a maxi pad to spare.
I kind of appreciate they're not doing any of this initiation ritual stuff. I think hazing it's gotten well out of control. You know what I mean?
This is a cappella only! Yeah. So get prepared to meet a lot of sexually confused men.
It's amazing that there are this many a cappella singers to have a whole a cappella party.
Hey, Benji, right?
And oh, those aren't words.
They could be words in a different language, who knows?
The movies.
Are you asking me out?
He's trying.
It's my first day. Wasn't really planning on rushing in on anything.
Fair enough. I love that his vanishing act included just kind of sinking down.
How was the internship?
Eye-opening.
Chloe asked where you were. Why didn't you tell her?
She's like locked in the world right now, and I'm looking for the right time.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to find the right time, man. You kind of just have to tell them. Or tell Chloe specifically at the very least.
I'm back, so it's a big deal!
For someone who left school years ago, you're harder to shake than mono.
I've got some pretty big news.
I do love that they brought Adam Devine back, though.
Put on a waiting list to be put on a very well-known TV singing competition.
Really?
Yep.
Huge news. Yeah.
Oh, bumper. You shut your face and kiss me.
That is not how I talk.
You talk exactly like this.
Wow. Not even close. But I love the attempt, man. You keep trying.
Hi! Hi! So excited to meet the woman who created the Bella sound.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hi! Chloe texted me we added a legacy. I didn't even know that was the thing.
I guess that's as close to introducing yourself as you need in this case. Becca got it, so good for her. I would not have got it. I'd be like, who the fuck is this girl?
Remind me again why we are at a car show.
Scout the competition. It's gonna help us win the worlds if we know what we're up against.
Honestly, regardless, of whether you're trying to win on or just have fun, you should always be scouting the competition, even just for the pure purpose of supporting the competition.
I hate these Germans.
You know, you can be super competitive and still be supportive of the other people competing. You know what I mean?
We are das Sound Machine. What better way to appreciate automotive perfection?
Yeah, wildly pretentious intro, but I do love this Das Sound Machine performance.
Push drugs and keep us all dumbed down. And another seed, another.
Isn't this main girl not even German? Could they have not got a German woman to do this role? Like, at least Flula Borg is German, right?
So they're so freaking insane.
I gotta say, I do love that Flula Borg is involved in this. You guys know that Flula was originally a YouTuber, right? At least I'm pretty sure he was. He might even still be. I haven't actually checked into that in a while, so. It's fun how serious they take it.
Came here to see us? Is it because you are, what do the American kids say, jelly?
Could also just be for fun, but whatever.
We should really thank you for making this tour a reality.
Wanted to check you out before the Worlds, where we're gonna kick your ass.
You are the kicker of ass? You are so tiny.
See, what's her being kind of short got to do with it?
You are physically flawless.
Great comeback, Becca. I just wanted to point out, because I find this happens like a lot. Like, a lot of people have this idea that tall and or muscular is the most threatening a person can be, and that if you're short and or skinny, that you're going to be, you know, inherently not intimidating, right? What's interesting is all of the most frightening people I've ever met were short and or skinny. Like, the craziest fighter I ever met was skinny as shit. And some of the scariest dudes I ever met, regardless of fighting ability, were like pretty short. Like, the most terrifying guy I ever met in my life was like 5'5", maybe 5'6". I don't know. He was not tall at all. How big or small someone is doesn't really determine how aggressive they are. And you know what? The most frightening people are usually very volatile, just like super unstable. You know what I mean? There's one dude I used to know, actually a really nice guy when he wasn't pissed off. You never knew when he was going to be pissed off. And the kinds of things that he was willing to do when he was pissed off was one of those things where you're just like, you just feel uncomfortable all the time. You know what I mean?
When the Bellas hit the stage, we are gonna blow minds.
More of Flabby Abby's baby shoot?
No, with explosives.
I don't know your name. Could be anything. Inflexible Tina. Lazy Susan.
Inflexible Tina?
Don't try to beat us. You can't. And now I really must go rest my neck. It is sore from looking down on you.
I hear you, man. Not from the looking down on her, but just from the looking down in general. But I have neck problems, so, you know.
Okay, we're gonna beat DSM at their own game. Do what they do, just better.
Why don't you do what you do, but also really good?
The important thing is that we have fun, right?
No. I mean, yes and no.
Say yeah, yeah.
That's a tough one. Kind of depends on why you're in a competition. I generally do think that you should be having fun, but if your big goal is to win, then sometimes, you know, the path to winning is not fun, so. Man, this rehearsal looks messy. The fire reading. Man, I don't think fire reading is a good thing to add to a singing performance. The chance that you could potentially burn your vocal cords just breathing in.
Is it weird that we never got around to singing today? It's kind of hard to start singing without arrangements, and that's on me, so I was wondering if you could give me some pointers, songs,
Don't mean to be rude, I just have somewhere that I need to be.
Tough.
You did great today. Thanks.
I feel like maybe you should just ask Chloe, because she's way more invested in all of this, you know?
A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in the winter wonderland.
Yeah.
Hold up for a second.
Wait, hold up. Man, I sound awesome right now. What are you talking about?
You're doing Christmas music, man.
The way I sound in my eardrums, this is immaculate, man.
Yeah, you sound fine, man. Christmas music. I don't get it.
Nothing special about it yet. Do you know what I mean? Any ideas? Because
okay, put in kalimba.
Why? Why?
Go eat your lunch in the corner.
But
yeah, that's what you get for suggesting kalimba.
Just have him sing it again, the same way.
Who are you?
Literally nobody. I just had a thought.
Just say the intern or your name. That'd be fine.
Do it exactly the same way. Again.
A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight.
Here comes Santa Claus right down.
Oh man. I know this is supposed to be cool. And I generally love Becca's contributions. Most of the stuff she does, lots of fun. This one, a little bit less so. Mostly just because it's confusing, having the two of them singing together at the same time.
That was amazing, Snoop. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
You can sing.
Yeah, I'm like a 3-time collegiate a cappella champion, so.
You don't need to mention that. Just say yes.
What do you do here?
Get coffee and burritos and stuff.
If you have any demos you'd like me to listen to, I'll make the time. She did something that was helpful. I'm going to reward her by listening to her demos.
I wonder how much of this good deed he wants to do for Becca is just to show Dax and just to teach him a lesson, you know what I mean?
You know, this sets women back like 30 years.
In what way? They're having fun, and quite frankly, there's no one else here. What does it matter?
What is that? Looks fancy.
That's fantastic.
We've been invited to sing at some kind of a party.
We're going to sing?
Anyone else scared? Not really.
Fellas, I'm so glad y'all came. Come on in.
I love they got David Cross for this.
Standing in front of you, ladies, the world's biggest a cappella fan.
What can we do for you?
Sing, obviously.
So last week when this happened to Tinkle, do not!
For real.
That was rude. Do not come to a gentleman's house and touch his goose.
I agree, but I would say do not come to anyone's house and just start touching random stuff. Maybe ask permission first, you know what I mean?
This is the big time.
Das Machine.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you abandoned your foolish plans to face us at the world?
You wish, you gorgeous specimen. She's really in my head.
Yeah, gotta stop saying that in front of her. To be clear, the thing that I'm saying that Becca should stop saying in front of her is just the fact that she's getting in her head. Yeah, you keep saying that she's gorgeous, which, true. But just, once you say something, whether you're embarrassed by it or not, just let it be. Sometimes you can't save whatever it was. You just have to let it be what it is.
Hey! What are you doing here?
First ever showdown, national a cappella laser ninja dragon league!
I thought he basically just threw in some random words that he thinks are cool.
Let's meet our teams. The Troublemakers! Yeah! The Barton Bellas!
I do love that Bumper joins the Tone Hangers. That's perfect. Too bad they don't have Donald Faison anymore.
The Sound Machine! The Green Bay Packers!
Yeah, I always thought this was a fun addition.
When I point to you, sing a song from one of the categories, you have to meet the beat. Follow the leader style.
I will say the match the beat thing is actually kind of confusing because you're clearly not going to do the exact same beat. The only thing you can really do is match tempo.
If you can't carry the tune, the whole team's out. The winners will get epic bragging rights.
And money.
A $42,000 gift card to Dave & Buster's.
So specific. Gift cards can be fun, but honestly, just give them $42,000. What if the people in the group don't like Dave & Buster's?
Ooh, songs about butts. The Sound Machine!
She had dumps like a truck. I like invisible people.
My God, I never gave a shit about the thong song when it first came out, but I do love this version of it.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
Maybe I was wrong about the beat thing. They do seem to be actually keeping the same beat.
Boots with the fur.
Oh yeah, no, they are keeping the exact same beat. Oh, that's my bad.
TJ, can you handle this? David, I don't think they can handle this.
Which member of the Green Bay Packers is keeping up this beat? Because I don't see any of them beatboxing.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Your face you get sprung. Girl, I love that butt.
Oh.
Pork chip and chivalry. I'll take you to a nice hot meal and I'll tip the way.
That's right. God damn it, Benji.
Caught a glimpse of an angel. I got inspired.
You're going to hell. Because Troublemakers, you won!
I feel bad for the Troublemakers.
Oh, country love.
Oh, nobody in this room has love more tender than I have.
Fair enough.
Wait a
Wait a minute. I don't see who's actually keeping up the beat for the tone hangers either.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Dug my key into the side, carved my name into his leather.
At least with the Bellas, I'm pretty sure it's the Asian girl. I can't remember her name.
Come on, man.
Oh, guys.
God damn it, I got nothing, guys.
Man, how were you not prepared for this?
Let's see what the next category is.
Yes!
We are never, ever, ever.
Is this second song, the song that Bellas are singing right now, is that Taylor Swift? Like, I don't know that Taylor Swift that well, so someone let me know. I think it is.
What's love got to do? Who needs a heartbroken?
Love how everyone had to stop and think about this. Like, the rest of the tone hangers, like, wait a minute.
Sounds like you're implying that John Mayer, Tina Turner are having...
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's implying. Yeah, it's a tough one. Kind of feels like it has to be something that was in the news, because otherwise, how do you prove who did or didn't date John Mayer, you know?
This is how we do it.
Kind of girls, you know you better. Things that
Yes, finally. This is one of my favorite songs in this entire second movie. I love Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe.
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Oh, yeah. And when I heard this in the previous time, I thought it was House of Pain. Apparently, it's actually Crisscross. That's kind of my bad.
I got all I need when I got you and I. Just a look around.
Oh, god damn it. Which 90s hip-hop jam is that?
More like 21st century jam.
Uh-huh. And also not hip-hop at all. I've seen this before, and it still hurts. And obviously, like, in a funny way, like, it's not that big of a deal, but, like, everybody else at least tried to follow the rules. Even Bumper, who seems like he was lying, but at least tried to make a case for him. Okay, you know what? Benji also did the same. Hey, I just realized her and Benji both did the exact same thing by completely ignoring the rules and fucking it up for their team. The other guys, you know, fucked up in different ways, but her and Benji, that's funny. I never realized. Well, sort of, because Benji didn't do it. No, he didn't have a song written, but he kind of did try to do an original thing once he freaked out and realized what he was singing. Nonetheless, why would you try to insert your original song into something that specifically requires covers? You know?
You're saying it's an original.
Yeah.
Our jam is covers.
We spit on originals.
Yeah, that last sentence, you know, we spit on originals. That one's weird, but there is a time and a place for original music, and this ain't it.
Das Sound Machine!
And you know what? Considering this whole thing was for 42 grand, even if it is a gift card to what I think is a restaurant, someone let me know if Dave & Buster's a restaurant. Whatever. They could have had free meals for the whole team for, like, I don't know, a while.
You shouldn't have done that, Emily. Now DSM thinks that they have the drop on us.
Forget the drop. You guys just gave up 42 grand. Like, I honestly, if I was one of the Bellas, would be so mad at Emily for losing that 42 grand. If you lost just based on the other guys being better, that'd be another story. But
You like to have sex later?
No!
So, yes.
Hey, I know you're crazy busy, but have you had a chance to check out those demos?
You got a great ear, and what you gave me was more mashups.
That's sort of what I do.
Yeah, that's not really going to get you anywhere, though.
Any kid with ears and a laptop can do that. If you want to write music producer on your tax forms, have an original voice. Do you understand? Right now, what I have is a demo with mashups on it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of wild. Just want to say one thing here about the whole she gave him a demo tape full of mashups. I don't think that she has to write an original song if she's just trying to be a producer, because that's not really the point of producing. Is it a useful thing as a producer to be able to write songs? Yes, because you can help your artists improve their songs or even just write songs for people if they don't have anything great of their own or whatever. But sending in a demo tape of mashups is completely useless, both as a music producer and as a songwriter, because it shows nothing. Like, there isn't really a whole lot of music production skill involved in mashing two songs together. Don't get me wrong, a little bit, but it doesn't show anything about your ability to do an arrangement, which, by the way, if you don't know, an arrangement is what instruments are being played, when they're being played, how much they're being played, and in what way they're being played, right? So it shows nothing about your ability to do an arrangement. It also shows nothing about your ability to take a song from nothing and turn it into a professional level something, because you're just taking two songs that already exist and putting them together. And even if you have to do a little bit of mixing to make that work, it's still not the same thing. So like, I don't really understand why she gave him a demo tape full of mashups. It's just strange, you know?
You're talented. Everybody else in here is talented. So what the hell makes you special? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean, man.
So I'm gonna give you one more shot to show me who you are. Do not waste it.
I am amazed she's getting another shot, honestly.
I'd hate to think that singing covers in an a cappella group is all you can do.
Well, that's not fair. A cappella group stuff can be fun, but nonetheless, if she wants to be a music producer, they are two different things, no doubt.
Hey, it's Jesse.
Hey, so you might not be able to hear this message because it turns out I have nothing to say.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's music industry speak for I suck.
It doesn't mean you suck, it just means you don't have a creative direction. You can be super talented, super skilled, and still not have a direction.
Why are you up so late anyways?
I was just figuring some stuff out.
You're working on the set?
Totally. That's exactly what she was doing, yeah.
But this has nothing to do with that internship that you sneak off to.
What?
You know how we do that thing every month? I take $20 out of your purse and you pretend not to notice. I saw your ID badge in your bag.
Yes, Becca, she has been stealing from you.
The money I want to come back to.
Honestly, you could address that right now. Don't really need to come back to that.
Why didn't you tell us?
There's like so much going on, and Chloe would lose her mind if she...
Yeah, but you gotta tell her anyway.
Sorry, just now I'm freaking out because... it turns out, like, totally not good enough to be a music producer.
No one ever said you were bad.
Do you know how awesome you are? Do you need some of my confidence? Because I could maybe tone mine down a notch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely get it from the armpits. That's perfect.
No, I don't want butt confidence. I don't want your butt confidence. I don't want your butt...
I also gotta say, I don't think confidence has anything to do with it. When you're making music, you just gotta keep trying to do it, and either you do or you don't like it. And yes, I guess you could have a little bit of confidence or whatever, but plenty of people have too much confidence, and then they end up putting out something that's shit, and they think it's great, and it's not. You know what I mean? The best thing to do is forget about whether you're good or bad and just try to do it. And if you like what you've done, then sweet. You did it. Good for you.
This is a little classier than our typical hookup.
Yeah, looks great.
There's a war, and also the economy.
Weird, man. Why are we talking about war and the economy?
The reason that I brought you here tonight...
Yes?
I want to date you. That's what I want. A real couple.
Funnily enough, if you didn't try to have this big conversation, you would be on a date currently.
Build a bear workshops together and we build bears. Name one Bumper and I'll name one Fat Amy and yours bigger than mine. It'll be cute.
That actually is really cute. Gotta applaud him for going out on this limb, you know, even though I don't think he actually has to, but still.
No. I don't do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Go back to how things used to be and just go at it on top of all this expensive food that I bought.
Are you crying?
Not yet, but he's about to. Yeah.
I can't be tied down by anything.
I'm not gonna keep going on like this. Fine, if that's how you feel, then I think we're done.
That's too bad, man. I feel like you put too much pressure on her. Although I guess it has been a little while. We don't know exactly how long they've been seeing each other, but we can sort of assume it's been 3 years, which is a long time to be casual, you know.
Figured when we didn't do the serenade, the backup plan should be to play her off.
I don't want to hear another peep.
Read the room, or a lack of room. Read the cabana.
Full house out there. How did we get this gig again?
They called us.
Hey, okay.
You got me so wild, so high can I feel the fire.
How much money do they spend on these outfits?
And you never wanna leave my side.
Like, did I miss something where they said that 1 or 2 of these girls are actually making all of these clothes for them? I think that would make some sort of sense, right?
Wow, a lot going on up there.
I think this sounds good. Senses are overwhelmed here, John.
Honestly, it's not that complicated. Yeah, and until they bring in the props, it wasn't that complicated of a performance before. I actually thought it was pretty solid. As soon as they bring in the props, it's too much, you know?
Look at this! She's on fire!
Yeah, and that's where it all falls apart.
Guys, hello. Worlds are right around the corner. You guys are acting like we didn't just eat a big bag of
Yeah, they need some time to process, you know?
So, we need a new plan, like now. There's only one thing for us to do. Going on a retreat.
You girls need to bond heading into Worlds.
I don't think that they need to go on a retreat to bond, but I do feel like they need to de-stress somehow, so I guess there's that.
Worried that my entire Bella career will be that one performance. But you're gonna get to go to Europe, and you girls can win it. You have to win it.
I kind of wish they didn't have to win it, but I guess to get reinstated, they kind of do have to win it, so there's that.
It's a sisterhood that is gonna support you for the rest of your life. This won't be the end of the Bellas.
Yeah, but it very much could be, so you can understand the stress.
Hey, Benji.
Emily.
You're missing a word here.
Oh, God. No.
I'm gonna blow up Lincoln Center. No, that's perfect. Leave it exactly like that.
Well, it looks great.
Thank you. That's really sick.
Yeah. Maybe don't touch it with your paint hand. Just dry up first, you know?
When my hands aren't covered in glitter paint, do you think maybe we could try that again?
Sure.
All right. Okay.
Let me know when they're clean.
I will.
You know, you could just go wash them in the lake over there, right? Although, that said, I don't know how hard it is to get glitter paint off your hands.
How'd you hear about this place? From yours truly.
Hey, it's great to see Aubrey. Even though, you know, she's a bit of a pain in the first movie, I still like her character overall, you know? Especially knowing that, like, she has reasons for the way she was, mostly dad-related.
I had a knack for barking orders and...
Fall in line, Bellas! Had to watch our once proud organization become a national disgrace.
Disgrace is probably not the right word, but I've made that point a few times, haven't I?
You have totally lost your harmony. You will be doing everything together until you regain it. There are no guest rooms for you.
Then where are we staying?
You're camping.
What are we doing here? We're bonding. It seems so tense. Do you need a back? Several body parts are rubbing my back right now. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure a back rub would help.
You know, one of my biggest regrets, didn't do enough experimenting in college. You're so weird.
It's not weird, though. The idea of wanting to experiment now is cool and or interesting. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine, but it's definitely not weird.
Can you sing something? The pipe's a bit blocked.
I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel.
Lying naked on the floor.
What kind of white shit is this?
That is Torn. Not originally by Natalie Imbruglia, but she's the one who made it famous, so.
Perfect sky is torn.
Great song. Speaking of, check out the version of Torn by Hands Like Houses. I really like that one.
Back to the basics to relearn how to sing as a group. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago.
Oh, you can hurry love. No.
I'm glad we changed songs. That first one, don't love. This is great, though.
Okay, that was 2 steps away from being almost fine. Sorry, what are we doing? Because it feels like we're just singing songs that would never go in our set.
Also, kind of just singing random songs while doing activities. Activities seem like fun, but, you know.
Sometimes you have to break things down before you can build them back up again. I've got more important things to do!
Ooh, rough.
No, you don't think that we haven't all realized you've been a little checked out lately?
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to fight. Together you're blowy, and everyone loves a good blowy.
Not everyone, but probably a lot of people.
I've been interning at a recording studio, and a legit music producer wants to hear my work. So why would you keep something like that from us?
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a problem if you just told her.
We're graduating, and the only person thinking about life after the Bellas is me.
Are you sure?
This has been my family for 7 years.
I gotta say, like, yes, it does seem like Chloe is super obsessed with the Bellas, and she has openly said that it's like her main and only focus and that she specifically wants to stay in college for it. But has Becca checked with anyone else about what they want to do? If they want to do things outside of the Bellas? Because it seems like she's just lumping everybody else in with Chloe as if they're all Bellas all the time. And that's kind of unfair. But at the same time, I do know that, or at least I feel like she's kind of just lashing out because she knows that she probably shouldn't have been holding these things back. She's looking for an excuse as to why it was okay for her to not tell everyone what she's been doing. Because realistically, again, I said this earlier in the movie, if she just told everyone that she was doing this internship and that she wanted to move into being a music producer as a career, they would have understood. At least I think they would have understood. You know what I mean?
You're too scared to leave. Sack up, dude. Been lying to us for the entire year, and now you're just gonna flake out?
Basically, yes.
Oh, okay, you're just gonna leave now. To eventually, Chloe, it might as well be now.
Yeah, but see, leaving and or not leaving. Yeah, leaving or not leaving is not the problem, man.
Look who needs our help. Not cool, guys. Not cool is you taking out your frustrations on us.
Yes, I agree with Chloe.
I didn't mean any of that stuff I said. I love all of you. I love all of you awesome nerds. Oh my gosh.
Why is that trap in danger of falling down? I thought it was supposed to catch bears. And wouldn't Becca be like super light? Or at least relatively compared to a bear. Okay, I know in this case that someone cut her down.
I sleep upside down like a bat.
There you go, that's the Asian girl. Seriously, what is her name? I can't remember.
I don't want to fail. Just would have said something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, nobody wants to fail, Becca. That's not a you problem. That's an everyone problem.
Maybe I don't have anything original to say. I wish I could do what you do.
Write songs?
I feel the same way about you. All I've ever wanted is to be one of you.
You are one of us. You pay the registration fee.
It's all about the registration fee.
Do you want to collaborate on something?
Yeah.
Wait, you being serious?
I believe it took you this long to think of it.
I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm afraid to move on.
No, it very much seems like it. It's been really clear.
Yeah, it actually does seem like it, because you're barely holding it together.
Quite frankly, you've kind of said those things already. You said that you failed classes on purpose to stay a Bella.
Like my dad always said, in the minefield of life, you must be prepared to lose both feet.
Weird.
And I think you all know what I mean.
No, your dad really needs to get some better sayings.
This year, I will graduate. The world's will be my swan song. I'll teach underprivileged children how to sing, or I'll dance exotically.
Or both? You could do both, I think.
After I graduate, there's a chance I will be deported. I will try to re-enter this country, but I will probably die at sea. Let's live for tonight! Yes!
I gotta say, it is kind of rough that literally no one really takes any of the things she says seriously.
It makes me really sad to think it won't ever be like this again. I'm gonna miss you guys.
You know, you guys can just meet up every now and then as friends, just sing for fun. Hell, you can do a gig every now and then, also just for fun.
Ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way. Some sweet company.
I like that they bring this song back. It's a nice thematic motif. A nice tie-in for Becca's original audition, you know?
You're gonna miss me my time. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
And obviously fits in really well with the moment, which is why it's such a great tie-in.
Did we just find our sound?
I think we did. My work here is done.
Cool. Yeah, good stuff.
Pat, Amy, you never told us what you were going to do after graduation.
No, I don't have any plans. Love living in the moment.
Fair enough.
What could Fat Amy be capable of in the future? I'm a professional jelly wrestler for corporate events.
Can you be a professional at that?
And then every night, cuddled up with my fiance Bumper.
Yeah, there's the Bumper thing. To be clear, I actually have no idea if you can actually make a professional level income from jelly wrestling. I'm asking. If you know, you tell me.
I'm in love with Bumper. Yeah. I've done something terrible. I need to win back my man. Screw your judgments.
I don't think anyone's judging you. Ooh.
Shake it off, Amy.
What do you mean shake it off? You freaked out when this happened to you, Becca.
Many times I've tried to tell you.
This is great.
We belong to the light. We belong to the...
You know, when I first saw this movie, I didn't really listen to Pat Benatar all that much. But since then, I'm listening to her a lot more. She's got some great other songs. I'll admit I actually don't listen to this song all that much. But Invincible is my favorite Pat Benatar song. You guys should check that one out if you haven't heard it before.
Whatever we deny or embrace, I don't want to see you.
Why didn't you just walk around the lake?
It's not nearly as dramatic.
Now there's no turning back when go.
That's great. I can't actually wish we got more of her singing this completely on her own without the instrumentation.
We belong to the land.
As much as I do enjoy the instrumentation for this, but you know.
Together.
Come on, man. Don't just leave her hanging.
Close your eyes and try to sleep. Clear your mind and do your best.
It'd be a real big bummer if he just didn't know this song. He's just sitting there like, yeah, I don't know this one. Can't really join in.
Everywhere still you say we belong to thunder.
Oh, God, why are you licking his face? Yeah, Good call, guys. Everyone just bail.
Feel like it'd want to layer a bunch of voices that
I think it starts out light though.
This, by the way, right now, what they're doing is arranging. This is what an arrangement is, where you're trying to figure out how you're gonna do the song, basically. I definitely would have preferred it if they didn't have the dance music version, but that's me, personal taste.
Okay, so you produced this.
Yes, Emily wrote it.
I don't like it.
Fair enough.
I don't like it when people can do what I can do.
Ah, right. The whole bait and switch.
I have a few notes that I assume that you're open to. I look forward to working together.
Emily.
Elizabeth?
Emily.
Elizabeth? What? Emily.
You know what? I relate, brother. I struggle with names too.
Good job, Reggie.
I don't know why. I've said this in the past. I used to be really good with names. I think it's just, over the years, you hear tons of names, you come across tons of people and characters, and after a while, you just struggle. That's where I'm at now, Still good with faces, just not names. Yay! And Becca does not look happy in that photo. Once again, I can relate though. Plenty of times where I kind of look unhappy, but I'm actually fine,
Here we are. You think the stage is big enough for what we want to do?
You're kidding, right?
It'll work for us. That's what matters.
Yeah, no comment. I've never played on a big stage. Obviously, there's such a thing as too small, like if you can't move around. I've definitely accidentally smacked other people with my guitar before because the stage was too small. I kind of feel like if the stage is too big, then you'd feel kind of weird. Like, how do you use all of that stage,
The World Championship of Acapella.
Groups from around the globe duke it out.
Representing America, the embattled Barden Bella.
You gotta find out another way to describe the Bellas.
What are you doing here?
Anything to support the Bellas.
I'm so freaking nervous.
Oh my God, don't be. Before I go, I have something for you.
Cool. Is it weird? Oh, she's got something for you too. That's nice. There you go.
I'm so sorry. I thought that was going in a different direction.
Nah, it's cool. And it wasn't weird. It was a little odd, but whatever. You know what? I also feel like I've got to start finding different words for things that are strange or whatever, because weird can be good or bad. And I know I've been saying that a little bit more recently, but And hey, it's the Pentatonics. For some reason, playing Canadians. Could they not have got a Canadian group to be the Canadians? Although maybe I'm wrong, maybe some of the Pentatonics are Canadian, who knows? I assume someone in the audience knows, so if you know, you tell me. But I swear that they're all American.
What good love could do.
I actually love seeing all of these totally different performances of the exact same song. Not usually a big fan of hearing songs in a language I don't understand, but this works because we all know what the song is, It helps.
Don't cry too hard when you lose.
Her hands are so soft.
I'm sorry, I don't speak loser. What did you say?
Speaks 8 languages, but loser is not one of them.
Are you sure? She's gonna have to learn sooner or later.
Your sweat smells like cinnamon.
Is that even true? That's so weird. I just realized DSM never really has that much variation on the outfit thing. They always wear black. Am I wrong? Did I forget? I swear they're all always wearing black and they've got some level of mesh. I know these are the exact same costumes that they had from earlier, but still pretty damn close. I do love this running the race thing. You got the finish line and everything. That raising the flag thing kind of only works with the digital flag and the pole. I kind of wish they just had a real flag on their pole, I get that it might not have necessarily worked because they'd need a wind to let the flag blow, but still.
All right, here you go, buddy.
Thanks, man. Where have you been?
You have no idea, dude.
No, he really doesn't. Why would he?
We need to get out there and beat DSM.
There's going to be some haters out there. They're going to look at us and be like, why is the most talented one Australian?
That is funny. It is kind of weird that Amy's actually a part of Team USA. the car. I'll say it's actually a little bit of a bummer that Skylar Aston, oh my god, what's his name? Jesse, the character. Kind of a bummer that Jesse is not as much of a part of this movie. I liked his character, you know? I guess they just didn't have that much story for him this time around, which is fine. But still, it would have been nice if it was just a little bit more involved, you know?
Girls, we run this mother. Girl. Hey, bring it on, baby. All your friends, you're
Can somebody tell me who this song is by? I swear I know it, but I'm not getting it in my head.
We belong to the light, belong to the road.
Yeah, well, we know this one. Gotta love Pat Benatar. Is there like a rule that they can only do mashups? I swear the Bellas are the only ones. Am I wrong? Are the Bellas the only ones that do mashups all the time? I'm just thinking back on the rest of the movie. I swear everybody else just does like one song at a time. Am I remembering that wrong?
When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own. When tomorrow comes,
The Barton Bellas are doing an original song?
Yeah, I like this. This is way more the moment for them to be doing their original song. There's absolutely nothing anywhere that says they can't, as far as I know.
I got all I need when I got you and I. Flashlight, you're getting me through the night.
And I actually feel like for this specific competition, doing at least some original music for it would kind of get more points, or should get more points. You know what I mean? And bringing in the history of the Bellas with all, like a lot of the previous Bellas is a nice touch too. A lot of money would be spent on getting all of these girls out here. I mean, there's a lot of women on that stage. You gotta assume that each of them paid for their own ticket, right? And accommodation? Man. Just traveling to do musical performances as like a 4 or 5 person group is crazy on expenses. Yeah, and it's nice that they end on Emily considering it's her song.
I've been called a lot of things, Gail, but let me add one more. I'm impressed.
I thought you were going to say gay.
I will say a decent amount of the Gail and John commentary is kind of great because it's obviously satire. Like, the joke is that they're terrible. Do you know what I mean? Still, some of them don't fully land for me. Or at least this time around.
They've touched me, John.
Everyone has touched you, Gail.
John's at his best when he's just being a misogynist pig. Because that's the joke. He's terrible, you know?
It's ceremonial, and you should definitely not drink it because it is essentially poison.
Yeah, don't drink that. Just to clear that up, I do think that the joke with John being a consistent misogynist is funny specifically because there are so many guys like that who don't realize how insane they sound. Do you know what I mean? So, like, the joke is that he's kind of nuts. It's sort of like watching It's Always Sunny, and you know damn well that you're not supposed to root for those characters. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to actually like any of the It's Always Sunny characters, get behind them in any way. They're terrible people. That's the point, you know? You're supposed to think that the way they behave is insane. So yeah, I do like that from John, this satire.
I sing your name. I, Emily, promise to uphold the ideals of a Bella woman. And that's it. Nothing weird happens after that.
Well, you know, you can have ideals that just aren't the old ones.
Every Bella must christen the house by sliding down the staircase. Seriously? It's tradition. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? Ah, yes. Honestly, this would be fun, even if it is sketchy as shit. Oh my god. Ooh, rough.
Legacy, you're up.
Let's do this.
Absolutely. Well, I gotta say, it is fun getting back to watching these movies. I needed something to feel good, and the Pitch Perfect series feels great. So, good stuff. Hope you're doing well.